Hello and welcome to these impromptu intuitive messages. And I felt guided to come on here today. I wasn't planning on it at all. It is 1:33. Interesting. 1:33 on March the 2nd. So I've been playing around with my Crow Tarot deck this morning. And so I feel like we're the first week of March. And so I feel like this is just an energetic theme, really supporting the rising of the magic from deep within you. And the rising of the magic comes from the rising of emotion and the release of the denser emotions. So I feel like we're going to do an overall sort of energy theme for the week. And I feel it's really abundant, actually. From the three cards that came out for me were three pentacle cards: the Knight, the Page, and the 10. And this just really speaks about what many of the monthly readings were speaking about. It's like taking action toward our dreams each and every day, taking an action that supports what we hope to manifest, what we intend to manifest. Are we supporting our dreams, or are we sitting in lethargy and complacency? This past weekend, which was the 29th of February and March 1st, honestly, I had, it was a very down weekend. I didn't really move too far from the house. I did spend a lot of time sleeping, and I do know that the Schumann resonance peaked highest numbers ever. I believe that was Thursday or Friday. And, I didn't really judge the process. I just allowed for what I needed. And, the same with today as we're coming into the week. It's just like going about your day-to-day life, your daily business, if you will, trusting your higher calling and trusting the voice of your heart. So I'm gonna do an interactive aspect here as well. So 1, 2, or 3. Let's just do 1, 2, or 3, and those will come at the end. So a little bit more personalized. But for all of us, the first two cards out, the Sun, and this looks to be the Four of Cups. And I really feel like what I'm hearing is things are looking up. Continue to focus on your harnessing your inner power, and really connecting with your solar plexus chakra, that solar plexus energy, deep breathing to activate this space. Being the Four of Cups here, it does feel to me like there is, if you're feeling emotional instability, I feel like this week the message is it's the emotional stability is coming, and it's actually here for you in any moment when you choose to be present for yourself. Choose to be present. I feel like gratitude is a big theme for the month of March, and so this week perhaps incorporating a daily practice of gratitude and working with affirmations to bring yourself back to that balanced feeling within, and the balance point is always within. Let's see what some love from the ancestors. So I'm just going to, there is this real ancestral energy around, and even with crows, like I feel this ancient, so from our loved ones in spirit, our ancestors, the message is vision quest. And look at that. She's sitting there rising, watching the rising sun. And the word on the card is seek. What you desire is seeking you. So when you're living in that, positive, and I don't mean like eternal joy, bliss, yet, Wouldn't that be wonderful if we could each get to that place? Because this is really about the treasures you seek are within, and they're not found outside of yourself through possessions and acquisitions and even relationships and other people. They are found, where they may be found outside of yourself is through your connection to nature, through your connection to all that lives. And, I was just speaking about gratitude and activating, we got the sun here, and activating the solar plexus chakra, your own inner light. And then we receive this, and it's the happiest moments of my life have been spent watching the rising sun and watching it set in the evening as well. And, I feel like this week it's about incorporating practices that really support your expansion. And it begins with your breath, and it begins with being here for yourself now. That's all they want from that deck. And there's a lot of movement. It feels like a lot of movement. And then we get the octopus. And again, it's like, are you feeling scattered in all directions? And what I'm hearing is, are you ignoring your imagination? And yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Are you ignoring your imagination? And I feel like for some of you, you're quite overextended is what I'm hearing. And so you're being guided to, again, come back to center, focus on what helps support you in feeling good, what fills your cup, what lights you up, because you are the light, right? You light this world up. And, anytime you take for yourself this week, anytime you take seeking, going on that vision quest within, it's the treasure hunt within is what I'm hearing. Going on that is going to pay off dividends. It's really going to support your abundant birthright. So I don't really want to be here for long today. So we're going to go right on to the 1, 2, 3 messages. So these are for more personalized guidance. I mean, it's pretty well the same for all of us. Is like, take the time we need. Balance is restored from within. The answers you seek and the treasures you seek are also found within. So for those of you guided to number 1, I knew this card was going to come out. It is the Strength card. This is really, and you are here in service to your eternal soul, and your strength is incredibly beautiful, and your strength is gentleness. Your strength flows from a space of unconditional love, trusting your beautiful heart, trusting your innate connection to nature and, the winged wise ones. And pay particular attention if you're guided to connect with these messages, whenever that may be. Pay particular attention to the crow energy that's coming forth, because crow is the guide for that treasure hunt, and crow guides within to the I want to say untapped, the wisdom that you are not connected with, that is your birthright, that flows from lifetimes upon multiple planes of existence. So breathe deep and trust your path, number 1, and trust your beautiful heart. Your heart will not steer you wrong. Your heart is guiding you forth to live from the beautiful wisdom of your heart. So number 2, and now is a great place to start. Today is a great place to start. So number 2, what additional guidance for number 2? There it is. And we have, this looks to be the Six of Cups. Look at all those sunflowers. And what I'm really guided to notice is the three crows on this card. The three crows and the three trees coming to six. This is really speaking about the aligning with the voice of wisdom, aligning with the wisdom within you, the truth within you. There is a path of service that you came to fulfill in this lifetime. You came here with a planetary mission. You came here to shine. And this week, you are called to let your light shine. Let the sun shine in, face it with a grin. I'm sure many of you know the rest of that song, so you can sing it, but that just came in. It's like, you are the sunshine. I mean, sunflowers, the sun, the strength card. And number 3, that came really quickly. And this is, for you number 3s here, this is the 10 of Swords. And what give yourself a break. Release yourself from purgatory. That mental body energy is really weighing you down, and it does not feel good. It does not feel good. And you are the only one that can shift this. This is very mental energy. It feels critical, it feels nasty, it feels unkind and untrue when I'm connecting with this. And so because the work that I do, it's about the individual journey, this is speaking about, this is your energy, like you're not being very nice to yourself. You're not being very nice to yourself. Knock it off is what I just heard. So knock it off. Come back into your heart. Come back into that point of power. And I really feel for you number 3s, this message is highlighted. It's like, begin each day with a grateful heart, and maybe that means getting up a little bit earlier and connecting with the sunrise. Maybe it means getting up a little earlier and making time for yourself, making time to, to be there for yourself, stepping up for you. I'm hearing like Princess Charming, to like be there for yourself. Release the burdens, release the expectations of others, release the judgments of others, and let yourself off the hook, because this is heavy. This is heavy. So really out to nature this week. Perhaps working with Archangel Michael would be greatly beneficial to you. Working with Archangel Michael and doing some cord cutting if this message is really resonating with you. And call on Archangel Michael and trust how he guides you through that process. So at 13:13, I feel like that's it from me today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I trust you have felt loved and supported by these messages. If you feel that I can help you in any other way, through energy work, readings, cord cuttings, anything, don't hesitate to reach out. All the contact information can be found in the description box below. Thank you for your likes, comments, and shares. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm grateful for your love and support. And I'm looking forward to the continued rise that we experience personally and collectively. Until next time, take good care.